everybody, welcome back to Magenta Makes. Today I'm going to show you how I put together this little cheese buffet table with items that I found at a thrift shop. So stick around and I'll show you how I did it. So I thought I'd start by just showing you my inspiration for this video, which was finding 2 packages of these wine markers at the Value Village. I got 2 of these in a bag. And you can see that they're little miniature grapes, little miniature brie cheese, and a wine bottle and a little wine glass. So I actually got 2 of those, brand new in the package. So it's marked $1.99. I actually got 30% off. So I paid $1.39. And as you can see, there's 6 little miniatures in the package. So I got 12 miniatures for $1.39. So I thought this is a great opportunity to do a little cheese spread. So let's get to it. Okay, so I've opened up the package, and this is what the little wine markers look like. And they're just fastened on here with a little eyelet screw. And so just like we did with, I showed you with keychains in the past, it's just a little twist to get that off. It's a little screw. You just have to turn it a few times, and then you're left with your little miniature brie. So I'm going to go ahead and take all of the charms off of the wine markers, and then we'll set our table. Okay, so we're starting out with our empty table, and you could use any table you have, or if you don't have a table, you can use just use something and put a tablecloth over it. And then the next thing we have is our little terracotta tray, and that's going to be for the cheese itself. And this was just a little terracotta tray that held tiny little flower pots, but I like to use it for table setting sometimes because it holds a lot. So then we have our cheeses that we took off of our wine markers, and there are the little grapes. They look great. And then I have some green grapes. They kind of look like peas a little bit, but that's all right. And then we have another cheese there. And just to balance it out, another bunch of grapes. And then I have a little spreader for the cheese. So that's the cheese done. The next thing I have is a little basket of bread, which I made this bread with salt dough. It's a very simple salt dough recipe. If you want the recipe for that, I give it in my Dollhouse miniature sugar cookie video. So if you could check that out, the recipe for that's over there. And okay, so the next thing I have are some little, these are my little jam jars. So I thought they would be great for this particular table setting. They could serve as perhaps mustard, chutney, and red pepper jelly. And they bring a little bit of color to this table. So we have that there. And the next thing I have are these little pots. This is a little wooden pot and a little terracotta pot. And I thought those could be honey. One could be honey, and one could be mustard. And then the next item I have for the table is this little tray of breads and crackers, which I also made with my salt dough recipe. You could use Fimo or any other dough that dries. And then I have a little plate there. Now the thing about the little plate, because you're going to want a little plate for everyone to serve themselves to get their own portion. I have this little plate. This is a little like a clay plate. But if you don't have a little plate like that, we also have something a little bit more rustic. These come from Michael's. They're just little wooden discs, so that would be appropriate also. And then, of course, if you're going very rustic for the fairy house, you could have these little These are branch slices, those slices of branch that we just got from the backyard, and we can use that as a plate also. So whatever you have whatever you prefer. And then, of course, along with our wine, or our grapes and our cheese, we got a couple little bottles of wine and our little glass. So actually we can maybe add another bottle over there because we got two of them. So there we go. So that's a nice, this is really fancy for, could be for a wedding or a party, but a great addition to the dollhouse or your fairy house. So that's how I did ours, and I hope that you you get inspired and have a look and see what's out there. You know, they're not meant to be miniatures, but you know, they work for this particular setup pretty well, in my opinion. So keep your eyes open, have a look, and you know, make something great for your dollhouse. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.